Hello, welcome back. Last time I entered World 4 and everything was going fine until I bumped into a puzzle where I just had no idea how to get any kind of a foothold. So, 10-5, stress. Something's going on here and I don't know what.
This additional pressure wasn't something Jan felt equipped to deal with. His creativity abandoned him. The new audience had expectations that needed to be met, and he feared the potential disappointment that could come from trying to surprise them.
So there's this thing that goes off to space, never to return. There's this thing that goes over here and it can return. It can push something along with it. And there is this thing that I can activate at any time, which just pushes the one box. Oh. Okay, I'm starting to almost see something. I was going to say, can I interact with that box? It's not obvious that I can, but I'm wondering now, if this is out of the way, can I return while that's out of the way? I can. But this gap is not crossable to me, right? So I can get on here, change perspective, and then move this back. Okay. Well, this sort of figures into what I was trying to do before, though, which I don't think is going to lead anywhere, though. So, okay, sure. This moves. I return. I make some kind of stack. Hold on. So if I put something here, it does not get pushed, correct? Because the glowy line just doesn't actually intersect that point. Even if I make it look sort of like it does, that's only sorta, not actually really. The glowy line is actually all the way above this section of level. So from this perspective, no geometry exists out here, so I can't make anything look like it's in front of the glowy line. I kind of wish I could test this out somewhere to make sure it's the occlusion of the glowing line that allows this to push something from a funny perspective. Well, now hold on a second. There is something I can do that I don't think I've tried yet. Yeah, it's just a little hard to see that this is an open, available move. But it totally is. Okay. Does that do anything? Not from that angle. What about this angle? No. Okay. And none of these angles, right? That returns it. Okay, cool. It's hard to see how that could be relevant to anything, though. I still don't really know what I'm trying to do. I mean, get a push block here is the overall medium-term task I'm looking at. I only get to do that once, and I assume I have to set up something first. Because now, in this state, I lose myself if I do that, and if I sacrifice somebody else to go in my stead, it still doesn't really help me. Gets that elevator out of the way, but I'm not making it all the way over there. I can bump this, and that's it. Hold up. Okay, so I am having new ideas today at least, compared to how this was last time when I was just completely out. And that's why I wanted to put it down and come back another day. Aha. This is a way to bridge, and I can, for a moment, have the... Oh. No, it's hidden. Okay, well, I can do it like this, if I don't sacrifice one of those. So I would put this... here? Yes, okay, I see what's gonna happen. It's not everything that I want, but it's some of the things that I want. So I can go here, I can press this, and that can come back. That might mean something. Problem is, I can't. I'm stuck here forever. Even without that elevator... Actually, if that elevator was gone... If that elevator was gone, I could come back like this. Even so, that still doesn't actually help me. But at least it's something new I can try. Like if I could reload this with another box and further push it, and then do that another time or 3, maybe something? But I can't reload that because this is too far apart from anything I can reach, right? I can reach you. But that doesn't matter as far as I can tell. Alright, I got a silly idea. I just want to see what happens when I do this, because I don't know off the top of my head what it's going to be. I want to make a stack of 3. That stack can be in such a location as that. And you can stack this way. And I want that stack of 3 to go... I can't put it there anymore. Alright, let's make that differently. Everything is so cramped here. It doesn't look like it would be, but that's how it ends up being. Dap! Okay, you were on top of that. Oops. You're going to go on top of this. There's my stack of 3 that I can move wherever I wish. What I wish, right now, is to put it here. That doesn't really do anything. Okay, indeed does not really do anything. If I put it like this... Makes a little tapping, but then is able to move, and nothing happens, and now all of those things are pretty much stuck. Okay, so that idea went nowhere. Okay. My issue here is I don't have a goal, and I wonder if this is the moment when I would want to show a hint, just so it would give me, like, something to work toward. Because the hint system's pretty good at that. It just gives me, like, here's a state you want to create at some point. Thinking about occluding things, the problem is all the things of interest are way over here. Either way too far away to be occluded by geometry here, or, from this perspective, have nothing on the other side of them. So occlusion's just not really an option. And I just don't seem to have any operations I can do on the area of interest. Like, the best I was able to do a second ago was to put... Oh, hang on. Okay, so here's a thing I want to attempt. I want to evaluate how possible it is to have sacrificed a box to that and then get over here. So anything that would allow that to be a possibility. If a block was... Okay, let's just see what this looks like. Because what it looks like is all that matters. If a block was here, and I was on it, and I went northwest, yeah, I would go there. And I can get on that by... Unless this is occluded... It's not. Wait, yeah. So... Oh, but the floor I'm walking to is occluded. That's the issue. That's why that angle doesn't work. I thought I had tried that before, and I just hadn't seen a moment ago why it wasn't going to work. That's because of you. This triangle is hidden. So that's why I needed all 3 boxes lined up in order to be able to put my body over there. That's sacrificing all of my tools. The reason I need all 3 is because in order to hop up on top of any of them, I have to have one that's visible from this angle. Now, is that true? I mean, I'm seeing no adjacencies for these 2 that could be used to step onto them. It's only when I get all the way on top of this square that I get a chance to view it from an angle friendly to that. So the knight move from here to here allows it. Then the occluded move from here to here lets me step. And I mean, I could briefly have the exit open with no way for me to be there. This doesn't open up any magic as far as I can see. Right? No, I mean the closest adjacency is that, and that's basically nothing. Alright, I think I will accept this game's form of a hint. So the goal you are establishing for me is to have this push how many boxes? 2 boxes. So it is supposed to be possible for this elevator to push 2 boxes and then probably a 3rd to have it fall nowhere useful. What? Oh, wait a second. I don't have to have that push. Oh! See, yeah, you're showing me something I just was not remotely looking at, and I don't know if I ever would have. Right. You all just out of the way. Ah! Everybody! Ah! So check this out. I can put a thing here, and if I can ever navigate this surprisingly tight space, I can put a thing here, and now there are 2 boxes there. So now, if I move this, it is blocking the upward elevator. Okay, so that looks like an actual goal that might do something. Now if I could escape this pincer move, I might have something. About that if. I mean, do I have to? Why don't I sacrifice somebody else to do it? Because that one's already loaded with a block. Okay. That appears to solve everything, right? Okay. Alright. Well, thanks to the hint. I mean, who knows when I would have seen that angle. But yeah, just giving me a goal of putting boxes here. Reframed everything, and yeah, I don't know when I would have gotten there on my own. So, this is the experience I am accepting for this puzzle game. It might be different from how I normally play puzzle games, but that's okay. We're having a different experience. Alright, support.
Fitch and Jan received frequent encouragement via the comments on their album. Fitch had never felt this level of validation before. What once just felt like a weird little hobby now felt like something that truly mattered to more than just themselves.
Fitch is having a good time with all the feedback he's getting. Jan's worried about disappointing people. I'm not super clear on what I'm trying to do at the moment. I should change that. Okay, what am I trying to do at the moment? To finish the level normally, I need a box to be on here and stay there. There's an elevator, just a little hard to access in general. I guess... I think I can... Alright, let me work my way onto that elevator before I do anything else. That has not done it. This might. It will. Is that useful for some reason? No. Not in the slightest. Nothing gets me across there unless if I do this. Ah, is that the key? I jam it up with the shim so that I can move this to that location. Alright, so has any of this helped me bump into the... Yes, it has. This is the spot to reorient. Great, okay. Woo! Woo! Bunch of stuff happens, but that's fine. I don't have to be involved. I'm going to Skinnerbox.
Jan found the comments intoxicating.
Oh.
He'd receive a regular stream of pings and email notifications from the album they'd uploaded to his channel. Sometimes he'd spend entire days just refreshing his inbox, waiting for another nugget of praise to appear.
Uh-oh, he's getting attached in a bad way. He's liking it, but pathologically. Okay, so here's the end. This has to be held. And then I also have to get there. What? Okay, let's first focus on getting up top. Done? That feels like a trap. Well, let's not assume it is just yet. So if I put that there and go back down... Is there anything I can do? Does not look like it to me. So both of these, this and that, do the same thing. I don't think there's any functional difference between them. They're just there for symmetry, maybe. So I could push that on, I could go myself, and I can get off if I've gone myself. That does let me walk over here and push this briefly. I can also move this box around from where I am. I also can step on this elevator from where I am. Okay, it's starting to look almost like something. Aha! So I think one of my goals includes doing this. So go backward through that whole situation and shim the elevator with that. Oh, did I just learn? Holding left. Tapping right rapidly. I can walk faster if I tap. Okay, that's good to know. How does this get across the gap? Not like that. That elevator can't just be immobile somehow. Oh, I see. Kinda. I need both boxes on the bottom. Alright, let's start with this here. Bring that up. Bring that down. Bring that up. No, bring that down. No. What? How about box here? I go from this angle. Yeah, I know. This allows Bucks to go on elevator. They're both up. Yes, this should work, I think. So the one that's up is the one that goes on the button. The other one that's up needs to make its way down and get to the spot of interest. Yeah, that should work, right? I can still get down. I can get to I can't get to a spot where I can push it is the issue. A box can go up, but it cannot come down. Right, as far as I can see, it cannot come down and, like, actually stay down. Could a box ever come down? This is not enough room. I cannot push that the way I want to. If I put it down here... Oh, maybe if I stood on top of... this thingy. Could it give me an angle to push from? I think so, yes. Okay. So step one, get this to the side. As before, but leave it there, don't bring it up yet. Step two, do this shuffle. This box goes down. So it's not that I'm switching the upness and downness, it's that I'm switching those sides. So I need one here and here when they started... Well, yeah. Okay. It still feels to me like there are extra steps involved here, but I have to assume that all of them are necessary. Now, can I hop across this? No. Therefore, I still have a problem. I needed to end up on the opposite side? Okay, what? So, to get one box off the elevator down here, I need the other box to already be down. But that implies that the state I'm creating is this one, but that doesn't let me bridge across... Well, also this elevator is down. It could have been up. Aha. A valid push is that. I can do this to switch sides after I've taken that route. Then I have a valid push, right? I do. Okay. Both are down. And that was a state that was hard to create, and I can do things with it, I think. Yeah, it's easier to go up than down. That's not in the right spot. Okay, let's transport these around. That's actually okay, isn't it? If I put this... I'm gonna put it... Wait, no, I can't... No. What? With this two stacked, I can't unstack them, can I? Not without the elevator down. There was a moment when I was able to unstack, wasn't there? What did that look like? Right there. But that puts you in a bad place, right? You're cornered now. and unable to get to the place I want you. Yeah, this seems like a problem. Yes, I can do these things, but I have a final step I need to do that I can't. I'll keep going just in case I'm wrong about this somehow. I don't think I am. Yeah, I need to get that under the elevator. And it can't get out of this corner. That's the issue. I need to get it under the elevator so that I can ride the elevator down from this perspective and walk up there. No, it doesn't have to be under. It could be over. Ah, of course. I could simply send it down the elevator from here. Okay, so this will close the exit, but to get to the end, I could just do this. And I think there's a way to hop up there. Oh. Why do I think that? No, I think it does have to be the other way around, because I have to ride the elevator down, because once in this state... If this were here, yes, I could hop up onto it, and yes, I could hop up onto that, and yes, I could hop up here. But that's both boxes down. What I need is other way around. I need to be able to ride the elevator down and make it not go all the way down. So this needs to have landed there instead of here. Okay, that's clear enough to me. Undoing doesn't hide the cursor. Sure. Here, I'll make an input. So that went to the corner because I unstacked the stack of 2 by pushing from the elevator. I don't know another way to do it. Why was there a stack of 2 in the first place? Wait, why was there a stack of 2 in the first place? I shouldn't need that, right? I do, because that's the only way to get a box off the elevator going in the downward direction. But I simply unstacked the wrong way. That's what happened. Well, no, it is not that simple. Because I can't get to this side. If I could get to this side and hop on that and push this way, then I could push back onto the elevator once again. So what that probably means then is all I have to change is that this needs to switch sides first. So that starts there. I go up, I go down, I go up. This goes down. I hop up here, which I can do. I push that there, which I can do. That will go back on the thing, and I think now everything is where it needs to be. Yes, okay. That goes up, this goes around and jams the elevator in the other direction, and looks like we're all good. Neat! Okay, that was fun. All sorts of little complications, but in the end, nice clean solution. Good, I enjoyed that one. Alright, cool stuff. These are getting significantly harder. Alright, so next time is going to be brushed aside and whatever that leads to on the other side of it.